and Luka will get a chance to play an entire season together. The Lakers were 16-7 last season when LeBron and Luka were on the court. Chargers linebacker Denzel Perryman is out of jail after spending the weekend locked up for having 5 guns in his car, including 2 assault-style rifles. The 32-year-old Perryman was released late Monday afternoon. Perryman was stopped by Inglewood police on Friday for having expired tags on his car. He was scheduled to appear at the Inglewood courthouse Tuesday morning, but LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman decided not to file charges. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we aim to foster enlightening, sustainable, restorative dialogue, and we welcome unapologetically progressive viewpoints that empower fellow citizens. We are now accepting submissions for KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorials like this one.
With the KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorial, I'm Martin Gordon, chair of the Pasadena Community Coalition. Recently, I listened to a Tavis Smiley Show conversation with James Farr. James said something that caught me off guard. Black out the Dina is gone. My community is being murdered. I said murdered.
All you have to do is go to our website homepage at KBLA1580.com and click on the icon that says KBLA Guest Editorials to learn more about our editorial standards and content submission guidelines. As long as the topic aligns with our mission, we are happy to review your submission and consider it for broadcast. We can't make any promises, but we want to amplify progressive perspectives that are community-focused and solution-oriented. So, go to KBLA1580.com right now to download all the information you need about our guest editorials. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
She said I'm a narcissist, 'cause I don't want no parts of this. She said I'm a narcissist, 'cause I can't give my heart to this, heart to this. Narcissist, 'cause I can't give my heart to this. She said I'm a narcissist, 'cause I don't want no parts of this, parts of this. Baby do da da, baby do da 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 da, baby do da da, baby do da 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 da, baby do da da, baby do da 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 da, baby do da da.
That's Jay French. He's a rap artist, a multi-instrumentalist, a producer from Oklahoma City, USA, and glad to have him back. Jay French, good morning.
Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Welcome back. I think you have the record for the most viewed clips ever on my Instagram, and certainly on KBLA Instagram. You just get the people going when you come up in here.
Hey, man, I just tell the truth. And the truth is hard to swallow sometimes.
Okay, and before we get to the truth and take off like a rocket like we typically do, congratulations. Your project has landed, your new album.
Yes.
I Don't Believe in Bad Days.
Yes, I Don't Believe in Bad Days just came out.
It's excellent. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, partly because it's a lot of it is feel good music. It's not doom and gloom.
Right. That's what the whole point of music is to give praise and to make people feel good. If we are not leading people away from doom with our music or with whatever we're doing, then we're not doing it at all. We are part of the problem if we're not doing that. This is why I don't care anymore about putting censors on my music or bleeping my music out.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I don't bleep out my music anymore. I'm not doing that ever again. If it's not the way, if you don't want to play it, don't play it.
You said no radio edits.
I don't care.
We were talking about this before the show because there's a couple of the pieces I would like to play that because you don't cuss that much, but you do have some stuff in there. And you
Every
said no,
blue moon,
no radio edit.
No radio edit because I don't curse in vain. So if I do say a cuss word, it's not out of vanity. It's out of making a point.
But you don't think anyone should do radio edits? You just think we should just put the cussing on?
Truthfully, I think
really.
Yes, by now we should know what a curse word sound like. You know, it doesn't like your kids are 7 years old and 9 years old, and they're cursing when they're not around you. They're hearing it on Instagram, they're on TikTok, on TV, on music anyway. Like it's not like everyone is looking for the clean version.
But that is based on community standards. I mean, that's what the FCC says. It's based on community standards.
The community curses. The community standard is to curse.
I mean, it's
why
true.
would we bleep ourselves?
It's true the community curses, but shouldn't we have like places where we uphold certain standards? You don't curse in front of grandma. You don't curse in kindergarten.
Yeah, you do.
You curse in front of grandma. I wasn't even. My mama let us curse.
Grandma
I wasn't
curses.
allowed to curse in front of grandma.
Hold on, guys. Grandma curses. Grandma curses.
Not around.
Grandma
the kids.
been cursing longer than you. Grandma been cursing longer than you. She can do it better than you and everything. Grandma got the sentence structure with her curse words and everything.
I mean, real talk. My mom allowed us to curse. We were allowed to curse.
Yeah.
But not in front of grandma.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. Like grandma, you think like we act like these words are new or something. Like these are old words. You know, they don't even mean like damn doesn't mean what people actually use it as. It's just an expression. The word bitch is a female dog.
Okay, we don't need
it's
any more
female
examples.
dog.
Here's the
It's
thing.
a female dog.
I know when it's in the dictionary, but
a bitch is a female dog.
Understood.
Are you bleeping me right now, Miles? Bitch is a female
yes,
dog.
He is.
Bitch is a female.
Okay, point taken.
BITCH is a female dog.
But here's the thing. There's a thing called the Federal Communications Commission. They fine radio stations that do this. So really your beef is with the federal government and their regulatory agencies.
I don't have no beef with anybody. I just think it's it's idiotic to
that's
bleep
who
out
forces
curse
us
words.
to have a radio edit, so we don't have to pay thousands of dollars.
Truthfully, like people would like your stuff if it was more authentic and you let people curse. Because that's the most viewed stuff on the internet right now is podcasts. That's why they took over. Because guess what? They don't have to bleep themselves.
They don't bleep anything.
So it's just what it is. That's why they took over.
I think that's why everyone wants me to do a podcast.
I think it'd be smarter of a radio station to stop bleeping.
Yeah.
Or for the FCC, if they want this to survive and they want to have job security, they would let radio stations curse.
Well, I mean,
that's just me though.
Yeah. So maybe that's why people
don't listen to me, guys.
Well, that's why people want me to do a podcast so they can hear the real Dominique cursing. Another congratulations are in order. You have a clothing line. Yes, I do. It's called Umbrella by Jay French. It's with the U.S. merch group PFK, and they also have Supreme. They have Odd Future, Tyler Creator stuff. They have Ferrari. They have the NBA Finals and LA Dodgers and whoever else. Now they have Umbrella by Jay French. Is that part of your line? I see. He's got black and white crossed out, and then it says American, which is one of them. No, yeah, this is race doesn't exist, and American is our ethnicity. This is one of the shirts, and the cut is incredible on this shirt. It's like Balenciaga level cut on this shirt. Okay, it's really It's really that level. I have to put it. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to do it right. You know, that's just what it is. I represent us. I don't represent Africa. I don't represent any other continent on this planet or any other country. I represent my community and my ethnicity. And we already had this argument, and your fans are still on my page calling me 10, 12 kinds of stupid and B words and all kinds of stuff. Right. Apparently, it's not possible for two intelligent people to disagree on something. It is. However, it's possible. I don't want to relitigate this conversation. If you want to see that, you can go back and see the podcast. Hey, but I do have one follow-up question, which is I know that you believe in one race. You don't believe in.
I don't believe in no race.
Race is a social construct.
I believe in zero
We
race.
agree on that. Race is
Right.
a social construct. So what I should have said is one humanity. You
Yeah.
believe in one humanity.
Right.
Isn't saying we're American and you're not, isn't that another kind of division?
No. Ethnicity is just the way that your behavior is and what your belief system is. It's like saying I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim or I'm a whatever. It's just a belief system. It's just a behavior pattern and a belief system. It's just the way you were raised. It's like a family name or a surname.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
To me, those are culture.
Ethnicity is closer to a surname than it is race.
Okay, we'll leave it there because
That's what it is. The word ethnicity is closer to a surname or a occult science
to
type
me,
thing.
I mean, you
than
know,
it is.
you already know where I stand. To me, ethnicity is where your people are from.
Well, no. That's descendant. Now, a descendant and in ethnicity, of course, I said this last time. They're two different words.
Yeah.
Descendant is where you descend from, and ethnicity is the way you were raised and where you were from, where you get your ethics from. So it's different. So American is my ethnicity.
It's to
because
me that's
my
your
belief system
nationality.
is right here, and when we go overseas, they treat us like we're from here, not like we're from there.
Okay, well, like I said, we don't have to relitigate. We don't agree on this, and it is what it is.
You just went to Africa.
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was great.
That was great.
I saw a few people that looked like you.
Yeah, you saw some African
I
versions
saw
of me.
some people that look like you're a descendant of them.
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
might. Yeah. Anyway,
So,
yeah.
Did they treat you like an African over there, or did they treat you like you were an American?
They treated me like a queen.
Oh, please! They treated you like they wanted your money. You know?
That too, but I get that treatment here too. I mean, shoot. And speaking of getting your money, how do we get your clothing line?
Oh, the clothing line is on jfrenchforever.com.
jfrenchforever.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on
No,
my
I
website.
mean, look, we can do a part 2 of that show because we obviously
it'll also
haven't
be in
resolved that.
Zoomies and stuff and all that later.
Zoomies is
Zoomies, the clothing store.
Okay.
In the malls, every mall. It'll be in different stores and different places.
so
brick and mortars.
jfrenchforever.com or Zoomies stores.
Yeah, it'll be in Zoomies. It'll be in Macy's. It'll be everywhere soon.
And by the way, just for all in case some of your fans that can't stand me are tuned in, we actually agree that race is a social construct.
Yeah,
We
we
just
do.
have a different idea of what we do about it.
Yeah, of course.
Race is a made-up thing. Yes, we know that.
I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's right. That is an
you
actual
can
fact.
disagree with a stop sign all day, but you better stop. But it's just what it is. What it is. Like, but I don't think personally the conversation about race is had enough. Personally, I think people try to have it real
People
fast.
are afraid of it.
And then get out of here and let's just accept everything the way it is when we walk out the door. And I'm like, nah, I live this. Like, this is my life. This is how I am. This is our life. It's important to us. It's important to our kids. It's important to our future to understand our past, but live in the present. Everything is different. Everybody is different. No one's going to be the same. So no leaf on the tree is the same. Nothing in the universe is the same. There's not a single thing that is the same about anything in the universe, but yet these things are so marvelous, right? Planets are so marvelous. Trees are so marvelous. These things are so these mountains are so beautiful, but you'll never find two mountains that look exactly alike or that have the exact same structure to them. And that's how human beings are. So when we're racing or competing, the concept of race doesn't work because it creates competition amongst us. It creates anything that creates competition amongst us probably doesn't work that well.
So
because
capitalism.
Because competition is what. I mean, you could be in a race with someone, and you'd be like, "Man, I beat them," and the concept of competition is I'm better. It's not. It's I'm better than you, right? And I'm better than you just means you're less than me, right? How is that healthy? How is that healthy?
I mean, but we
That's
love
not healthy.
sports.
Well,
you love sports.
Well, sports is different. Sport is a sport. It's competitive in the sport, but then they have something called sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Where they're not allowed to put the other person down. That's called bad sportsmanship.
Right.
So it's a sport. It's for that moment. It's entertainment.
But nationality does the same thing. I mean, that's why I was saying.
Is
I know
nationality
you believe
entertainment?
No, it's not entertainment.
No, it's not.
But it creates the same kind of competition that you're talking about. I mean, we're dealing with that right now with these tariffs.
It doesn't. Nationality is like a surname.
That's what people go to war to defend America.
Well, America is different because not America, but ethnicity is different because it's more like a surname. Then it's not for competition. It's just to say this is where I was raised at. These are the people I was raised around. This is my community. When I make a donation or when I pay taxes, I don't pay taxes to Africa or to Europe I pay taxes so we can get stop signs and roads cleared right here in my community.
And that's what
I'm representing.
And that's what your passport says. So that to me, that's nationality, not ethnicity.
That's not that is nationality, but nationality and ethnicity are similar. You look up the word ethnicity, it's going to tell you nationality sometimes. It's going to tell you behavior sometimes. It's going to read it off. Look it up and read it off right now to us if you want to.
Okay.
I can read it off to us right now.
Okay, you read it off.
I'll read it off. Let me Google it.
Here's the Britannica. Here you go.
Okay, let's read it off. Ethnicity. Hold on. I can't see that far.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. Ethnicity.
Come on.
A complex concept that refers to a person's identification with a specific group of people based on one or more shared traits, which may include ancestry, culture, language, religion, customs, nationality.
Ha!
So we're both right.
No, exactly. So I'm saying, it's not that we're both right. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not that ethnicity it just has to be nationality. No, it doesn't. It's all those things. It can be all those things. And
reciprocated acknowledgement of shared origins, which is also descendants.
Yeah, it can be that too. That can happen too when you're dealing with the Yoruba people. Yes, it can happen like that. Or when you're dealing with Nigerians, that's an ethnicity, but they're not all from the same place. They're not all descendants of the same place. That's their nationality. That's a nationality, right? So I'm saying it changes depending on who you're dealing with. And when you're dealing with us, it's about our nationality and our belief system, we believe in the freedom of religion here. We believe in freedom of speech. You tell me one other country that's got a constitution like ours. One other country that's freedom of speech, right to bear arms. And not only do you have the freedom of speech,
I love our Constitution.
You got
we have
the
a great
freedom,
Constitution. If only we would enact it.
Well, not only do we got the freedom of speech, we got the right to not say nothing too. We got the right to shut up too.
Everyone has the right to STFU.
I'm saying, but we got the right to not say anything. Got the right to speak, and then our Second Amendment, of course, is the right to bear arms because we got the right to speak whatever we want to speak. So it's just what it is. But I'm saying we got no one else has a constitution like ours. I think this could be, and I'm not the only one that thinks that, but I think this could be if we actually bring this together and get rid of race, and only rep our ethnicity. I think this could be the best thing that's ever happened ethnicity-wise or nationality-wise. I think we actually could be the strongest thing ever.
I have no problem getting rid of race. I just feel like you have to undo the harms. You can't just pretend that everything that it never existed.
Harm? No, heal. You only can heal. You can't undo a harm.
Okay, we need to heal. We need to you know what? We'll continue this when we come forward. Let me interrupt myself for a change. Jay French is here. You're invited in, by the way, 800-920-1580. I'm Dominique DiPrima for KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is an intervention. When we come forward, includes you. KBLA Talk 1580, turning pain into power.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DiPrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for waking up with me. Jay French is here. He's a rap artist, a multi-instrumentalist, a producer, and a pot stirrer.
Oh, cut it.
Well,
I don't stir any pots.
Okay. Well, that's what we do around here. We
I don't even use pots. I cook on the skillet.
Really? I have a feeling you can make even that controversial. But we were talking about race and the whole idea of it being a social construct. And race isn't the only social construct that you have an issue with.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of social constructs. I think the censorship of us as artists is terrible. I think that's just, at this point, a social construct to make it look like people are doing polite things, and it's not true. You know, what happens when you censor an artist, like this guy cursed, but we're gonna censor all the curse words out, but we're still gonna put the song out. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why censor it if it's worth putting out?
You're talking about the content of the song.
Yeah, why censor it at all if it's worth putting out? I'm saying, like, you can censor artists. Like, they'll play artists. They'll play these music radio stations will play artists and censor you'll hear half the track.
Censor the cuss words, but you're still
putting out the content.
Talking about dealing drugs or
it's the
pimping.
Content's the same, but they just censor the curse words out, and what they're creating when they do that is smooth criminals, and they're creating criminals that are really smooth and slick at getting away with talking about crazy and dumb and content, or content that dumbs us down. So I think we should let people say whatever they want to say, because we have the freedom of speech, right? So I think we should let people speak what they want to speak, however they want to speak it, with no censorship on radio or music or any form of art or any TV show or anything. I think our TV shows would even be better if we just let the writers write what they want to write and say what they want to say and speak it the way they want to speak it. And if it's not good content, then people will take it off. People won't listen to it.
I mean, you're from Oklahoma City, so what we'd get away with in LA probably wouldn't fly in the South.
Who cares?
It is what it is.
If they don't like it, they don't like it. If it's not good universally, then it shouldn't be out anyway. If it's not helping one person, then it's not. If it's not helping people, then no one's gonna like it anyway. At the end of the day, we can't keep trying to con everybody into listening to our music or con everybody into liking our shows.
Well,
because we censored it a certain way for them to like it.
And the labels play a role in that too, don't they? Because it seems like they like to push trap content. They like to push content that's not necessarily uplifting to our communities.
Of course. If you're uplifted, how do they win? If you're in control of yourself, how do they control you? You don't need them. If you're in full control of yourself, do you need a leader? So these capitalists want to be your leader. They want you to go to them for food. But if you learn how to feed yourself, grow your own food, map it out correctly, you won't even need them. If you're a doctor, and I'm not, peace to the doctors out there that actually care. But I'm saying, if you're a doctor and no one gets sick or everyone knows how to heal themselves, how do you make money?
Fair question. Well, you have to learn how to help people stay well, I guess.
There's so much capitalism in this world. It's ridiculous. There's so even at your hospitals and your doctors, that is capitalism is going on there. They're forcing pills down people's throats. They're giving them prescriptions that they don't even really need like that. They don't even know how to heal these people. So I'm saying but they won't say that. They say they'll just prescribe them something. There's so much malpractice going on in every single field.
So you say you have a protest against commercialism. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm protesting now against commercialism. That's why I'm not censoring any of my music. My new album, I Don't Believe in Bad Days. No, I don't have a clean version. You got to hear the version that's out.
Hey, Miles, is there anything we could play?
Yeah, there's plenty.
I'm just playing. I've heard it.
There's
many
plenty
times.
on there that doesn't have curse words, but I'm saying there's a couple songs that do. Like my single "Turn Me Up" that just dropped. The video just dropped this morning, and I'm not even like super promoting it here because I know y'all can't play it because I cursed 2 times in it. So I'm not even. I refuse to take the words off or to cut those words off just so y'all can play it. Nah. Go check it out on YouTube. They let me curse there.
Yeah, they do.
Go check it out on Apple or Spotify.
I mean, we're on YouTube right now. We're streaming KBLA 1580. But since we're also on terrestrial radio, we are subject to the FCC rules. So that's your protest against commercialism? You're just take it or leave it?
Yeah, take it or leave it. That's what it is. That's what it is. If it's not right, then it's just not right. And because there's a couple of words in there that we call curse words, because if that's the case, if bitch is a curse word, shouldn't stupid be a curse word too, or retarded, or
well, yeah. I mean,
shouldn't these be curse words
now
too?
We're in the mommy conversation because I remember having long debates with moms about whether you let your kids say stupid.
How far does it go before something is inappropriate? How far does it go?
Yeah,
like how far does the word inappropriate go?
Yeah, well, I always say there's no such thing as bad words. There's bad context and bad intentions. That's when we're arguing the N-word. But we've got news, traffic, and sports right here. Then we'll continue our conversation with Jay French on KBLA Talk 1580.
These segments are too short.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. California's legal fight with the Trump administration is paying off.
They kept coming for the same funding to cut it off, to impound it. We've been ready to strike back at every turn.
Attorney General Rob Bonta says the state has won 17 of 19 cases, blocking 13 Trump actions and protecting $168 billion in federal funds. That's over $33,000 returned for every dollar spent. Black Houston megachurch pastor Kirby John Caldwell is back at Windsor Village United Methodist Church after serving time for wire fraud. He stole $3.6 million from investors, including elderly congregants. The church says all is forgiven, and his first sermon is set for next Sunday. And NFL star Saquon Barkley is turning down President Trump's offer to join in a sports and fitness council. The Eagles running back says he was shocked by the invite but can't commit due to time constraints. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Is your concrete cracking? Is your uneven walkway dangerous? Do you need to level that concrete porch or patio? Contact Groundworks, the concrete lifting experts. Riverside, get your free inspection today. Learn more at groundworks.com.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Just in case Lakers fans were wondering, LeBron James did reach out to Luka Doncic to congratulate him on his contract extension. LeBron did a video call with Doncic while Doncic was signing a new 3-year deal for $165 million. LeBron and Luka would get a chance to play an entire season together. The Lakers were 16-7 last season when LeBron and Luka were on the court. Chargers linebacker Denzel Perryman is out of jail after spending the weekend locked up for having 5 guns in his car, including 2 assault-style rifles. The 32-year-old Perryman was released late Monday afternoon. Perryman was stopped by Inglewood police on Friday for having expired tags on his car. He was scheduled to appear at the Inglewood courthouse Tuesday morning, but LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman decided not to file charges. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
JP Morgan Chase offers tips for the local business owners in 2025. Small business landscape is ever-changing, and the Los Angeles market is no exception. A startup or legacy business, revisiting your mission statement and recalibrating offerings can renew opportunities for growth and innovations. Programs like Chase for Business Coaching for Impact gives entrepreneurs access to expert guidance, helping you streamline operations, strategize your growth, and navigate complex challenges. Businesses with a clear sense of purpose can navigate any challenge effectively, but also build stronger customer loyalty. Visit chase.com/coaching for impact for more information. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase.
Your child is 18, and suddenly you no longer have legal access to their medical info, even in an emergency. No health decisions, no financial help, nothing, unless you plan ahead. That's why Trust and Will created the Young Adult Plan. It includes HIPAA authorization, healthcare directives, and power of attorney. Everything your child needs to stay protected and stay connected. Go to trustandwill.com and get your Young Adult Plan for just $69, because turning 18 shouldn't mean cutting parents out of the picture. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit FVGRadio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now, 800-868-6431, 800-868-6431. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 800-868-6431, 800-868-6431, and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/deal. That's leaffilter.com/deal.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do more than just talk.
Hello, Joe, you're up. Welcome.
We're unapologetically progressive, and we don't black down.
Wake me up to a queen. Wake me up to a motivational meme. Wake me up to anything but a machine. Somebody saying what they mean nowadays without making it a scene nowadays. That's the dream nowadays. At the very least, outraged by things people do to be seen nowadays. But I'm smitten for you. You make a migraine go away. You make a dead tree wanna grow. You make a fall leaf wanna stay. Make a hurt player wanna play. Make a damn sinner wanna pray. Look, I'm inspired by your patience, your wisdom, you're beautiful. I'm thinking they can say what they wanna say, but I'm smitten for you.
Tell us what we're hearing.
This is Smitten. This is by me and Miss Taylor Deneen from The Voice.
And this is on the new one, right?
This is on I Don't Believe in Bad Days.
I Don't Believe in Bad Days, which is out now with the video dropping today for the song that we can't play because you refuse to put out a radio edit.
Yeah, no censoring, man. Censorship takes away everything. I can't do it. I need us to be on point moralistically. I need us to be I need to hold myself up in a moral place better than that. So
and Miles were having this conversation during News Traffic and Sports because Miles said, well, where does morality come into it?
When we censor ourselves, we take away the ability to be moral. We take away. You could be immoral as possible, but they'll still play it because you censored it. You can talk about pimping and hoeing and whatever you want to talk about, but as long as it's censored, we'll play it, and it seems like you're morally right. And then you'll have followers, and then you have Snoop Dogg doing the Olympics.
We're live on Instagram, by the way.
Although he's burning green the moment in between everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your kids doing that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to diss Snoop. I'm just being real. It's just like, that's the thing. Like, how does Snoop become like America's Olympic guy? This guy plays no sports. This guy just smokes green all day. That's all he talks about is pimping, hoeing, smoking weed, and gang banging. That's it. And we got this guy, and we're upholding him as if he's like presidential level.
He's Uncle Snoop. I mean, because people love him. That's why.
Because he's being himself constantly. That's why they love him. So I'm saying that's the only reason. But they're upholding him that way. Now, where's your morals at? Do your morals fit to where you hold Snoop? Do you want your kids to live like Snoop? Or do you want your kids to live the way that you want to raise them and train them to be? So I'm saying, I'm just saying, and Snoop only got there because of censorship. He wouldn't be there without censorship.
Okay, Kwamel Allah in the chat says we can't say he's whack, meaning you, because this is bop. He's talking about your song.
Oh, okay.
We can't say he's whack because this is a bop. They're also saying Morris says every day, no matter what I'm talking about, release the Epstein files. Speaking about morality.
Release the Epstein files. Oh, my God. These people are crazy. That's funny. That's funny, though. He just says it every day, no matter what you're talking about.
Yeah, no matter what I'm talking about, he says release the Epstein
files.
Release
the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files.
Uncensored.
Yeah, it's funny.
Well, you have a lot of opinions about words and such, and the way we use them, and like we were having a conversation off the mic, and I said I feel like I don't know what, and you raised that we need to stop saying feel all the time, and I don't know that I understand what you meant by that.
Well, the word feelings are valid. Okay, yeah. So feelings are valid. Feelings are valid. I have a whole pod about feelings over facts. Feelings are valid, meaning I feel anxious. That's valid. Right. I feel scared. Valid. I feel happy. Valid. I feel joyful. I feel blissful. I feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable. I feel whatever, right? Those things are valid. But when you say, I feel like you're going to leave me, or I feel like you're going to hit me, or I feel like you don't like me. Now you've left the realm of feeling and entered the realm of thought, and now we're talking about your imagination.
So why does that matter?
It does. It's just not valid. When people use feeling as thought instead of I think you're going to hit me, or I think you're going to leave me. They'll say I feel like you're going to hit me, and I feel like you're going to, and I feel like. So
or I'm not feeling you.
The word when you put like behind the word feel, now you're talking about thought. Okay. So I feel like.
So
I feel like is a invalid way to even talk about feelings.
But we're always imprecise.
Because it's not valid.
I mean, we're imprecise in expression, right?
That's not. But that's not precise. That's the most. That's not precise. That's not even the way to say that. Like, I think you're going to leave me instead of. So when people say I feel something, like I feel anxious, I feel scared, I feel happy, I feel. They don't say I feel like I'm happy. I feel like I'm anxious. I feel that. That's not how you use that. And feelings are valid when they're feelings. But when they're thoughts, they're just your imagination, okay? You're just contriving up anything. I feel like they don't like me in here, you know.
So if I say I feel like Jay French's fans hate me, that's not valid.
That's not valid.
But if I say
that's a thought, that's your imagination.
I think they don't like me.
I think they don't like me.
Then
now,
I would be
that's the
actually
way to
catching
say
a clue.
Right. I think they don't like me. I don't think they like me. Like, we're not even using our words properly these days. We're so short form on just talking about things. We don't even use our words properly.
But language evolves. I mean, language changes. We make up words. They become part of the.
Yeah, but we're so
part
far.
Of the language.
But you're not supposed to drag the word into into a place where it doesn't mean anything anymore. That's improper. Like, even India wants to change their name back to Bharat because India doesn't mean anything, you know. So it's just what it is. Like
I mean, okay. What you don't like censorship, and you want us to use words more precisely. But what about the N word? Should we be censoring that?
No, people want to say it. Let them say it. I'm gonna be honest. I like my racists, like, to show them to themselves.
You like your racists to be racist.
If you're gonna be racist, be racist. You know, if you're gonna, like, don't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like don't censor it out and be like, at least she didn't say nigga. And it's like, what? Nah, man. At least she didn't say the N word.
At least she didn't say it with a hard R.
At least she didn't say it with a hard R. Like, no, just say it. If you're gonna say it, say it. If you're gonna be an asshole, be an asshole.
Oh, beep! You making Miles work overtime today.
That's what today's about. Today's is called Beep. Today's show is called Beep. Bleep.
Well, last time you were here, we were. I mean, it was a related conversation because you were talking about. We talk about morality and what we can and cannot say. You were advocating for people to stop beefing.
Yeah, totally.
But isn't that a form of censorship?
No, it's not a form of censorship.
If rappers want to call each other out?
No. That's about the community. I'm talking about beef. When it comes to beef and competition, like I was talking about earlier, we can't be the greatest that we can be when we're competing. Just because I beat you in a foot race does not mean I'm running my fastest. People think, oh, I beat him or I beat her in a race to whatever they were racing to, that they're living their full-fledged self. That's not true. You ran just fast enough to beat that person, and you're still not living your full-fledged self. So we have to compete against ourselves.
But how does Drake or Kendrick compete against themselves? It's not
making stuff better than their last, or being better than, or developing and learning lessons from what they've already done.
But that competition creates energy and jobs for other people, and doesn't it?
I mean, just because it creates jobs, see, that's part of the problem. The fact that can create a job.
Yeah.
And positivity can't create a job. That's crazy, right?
Well, I think
it's got to be negative to create a job.
I mean,
that's crazy.
I think KBLA Talk 1580 created a whole bunch of jobs off of positivity.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm being real, like,
but maybe not in the music industry.
Exactly, in the music industry, they make so much more money off of beef than they do off positivity, off bringing people together, and it's crazy because bringing people together will actually create the most jobs.
How so?
Because you're bringing people together.
Okay, you just said again what you just said. How does that help me understand what you're talking about?
Bringing people together is how you create the most jobs. Bringing people together. It creates a whole different kind of job, a whole different array of different kind of jobs, and you can't expect like the beef that happened with Kendrick Lamar and Drake got a lot of people fired too.
Really?
Got a lot of people dismissed. Got a lot of people's albums looked over. Got a lot of people. It actually killed the game versus helped it. It didn't help anything. It actually hurt everything, and it just boosted Kendrick to a place where he's like dominant in the business, and a lot of everybody else is like irrelevant at that time. He just sucked up the air. The whole beef just sucked up the air, sucked up all the air in the room. So what happened was when K-Dot went up, everybody, the only way he got there is by hurting other people.
Do you think it's at the level like you know, I'm talking about with Hit 'Em Up on the Machiavelli album? I'm saying, because I was worried that people were going to actually be killing each other as a result. Well, it doesn't seem like this is at that level.
Well, it's not at that level because neither one of them are killers.
Okay.
Like, that's what it is. I'm saying, but if one of them happened to be a killer, somebody would be dead right now. I'm just being real. If one of them happened to be a killer, somebody would be dead right now. It's the truth. You can't avoid that kind of that conflict created tension between different coasts. It created tension amongst people. It made lines. It started putting up lines of colonization. You know, between
colonizer
things.
Versus
It's what happened.
Those lines were already
it started
there.
putting up lines to where it's like, don't cross this line
within the industry.
Don't cross this line. It created division, and anything that creates division can't be good. So I'm saying that's what that did. It made people have to choose a side and do all this other stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, they both are good. Kendrick and Drake both make good music. Why do we got to choose Kendrick over Drake? Why do I got to choose Drake over Kendrick? I like both of them. Why not like both of them? Why couldn't they? You know what? Kendrick would have killed it. He would have this would have been so great for the culture if that Super Bowl song that Drake did with J. Cole had a Kendrick verse on it. The game would be in way better shape right now. There'd be so much more records being sold. Hip-hop would be at its highest level right now. But because Kendrick had to get his crown by getting blood on his hands and killing whoever he felt like was in the seat already, created division, and it ruined the game. The game ain't even fun no more because of that beef.
But you're still in it.
I'm still in it because I got a purpose in it. I'm an artist. I'm bigger than that game. That game can't touch what I do. What I do is for God. It's different. What I do is not about the music business. I'm not signed with Atlantic or with Universal or with I'm not signed with anybody. I'm independently doing this. It's different. It's different. Now, if Kendrick was like, hey, I'm independent, I left the label, then I'd be like, you know what? He might make better moves like that. But because he did that and was at Universal and they allowed it, you know, and then everybody's getting mad at Drake for suing UMG. It's like, what are y'all talking about? This is a game that is fought between people that have nothing to do with you. They don't even make music. The people that's fighting against each other, they don't even make music. The people that are allowing this and paying for it and putting it out there, that stuff had high budget behind it. That wasn't something that was released independently. That was released through Universal.
Jay French is my guest, and you're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
Founded in Los Angeles in 1986, litigation powerhouse Quinn Emanuel has deep roots in the Los Angeles community. Since 2007, we have litigated some of the largest fires on the West Coast. We are proud to be the only AmLaw 100 firm in the country to represent wildfire victims, giving affected individuals, families, and businesses the same focus and individualized attention we devote to our Fortune 500 clients. BTI Consulting has repeatedly recognized Quinn Emanuel as among the 4 law firms in-house counsel least like to oppose in any litigation, and we are often deemed the most feared. And after securing over $80 billion for our clients in various matters firm-wide, we understand why. If you have been affected by the recent wildfires in Altadena and the Palisades and would like to discuss your situation further, please contact wildfire support at QuinnEmanuel.com or call us at 213-443-3050. Quinn Emanuel is proud to sponsor Conversation Live Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DiPrima on First Things First.
Rap artist Jay French is our guest. He's also a multi-instrumentalist, and you have a TED Talk.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know too many artists that have TED Talks.
Yeah, I was the third rapper to have it. It's in the books.
Okay.
I was the third rapper to have a TED Talk, past Corday and Kid Cudi.
Oh wow, that's an interesting trio.
Yeah. They wrote about it. There's articles about it.
I missed those, but I did see that you had the TED Talk, I'm
a TED Talk speech coach.
What does that mean?
That means I coach speakers who want to
do TED Talks.
Who they choose to do TED Talks.
Oh wow!
So they'll call me. I haven't been doing it this year. I've been off this year, but last year I did it all year.
And you teach them how to speak effectively.
What I do is I'll rewrite some of them. I don't teach them how to speak. I have to sometimes because some of them are so nervous. They're so nerdy and they don't know how to speak to crowds. It's so awkward. So I have to teach them how to be compelling speakers and teach them how to speak in front of an audience without being nervous. Yeah. So it's and sometimes I have to rewrite the speeches for them. But
you do that. You're a member of the Recording Academy as part of the Grammys.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I've had 3 mentors with the Grammys. The Grammys chose me to mentor 3 people before they made them members.
Wow.
3 different artists, yeah.
So that's
in the last 2 years.
And that's part of increasing the pool of different generations and different backgrounds of folks that are part of the Academy.
Yeah, and the whole thing I do it differently because I'm a part of what is supposed to be freeing. I'm trying to free people. That's what the artist is here for. The artist is here as like Moses to free the slaves, not lead people back into bondage, not lead people into beef wars to choose who's better or who's whatever, to lead us back into capitalism all over again just to sell us something. No, the artist is here and supposed to be here to lead us to freedom of self, freedom of expression, freedom of different ideologies that could probably further us, that could further humanity. That's what the whole point of this is, of being an artist is. That's what's so good about being an artist. Why everybody wants to be one. Because that's what it is. But we're supposed to be Moses. We're not supposed to be Pharaoh. Okay.
What does leading us into bondage mean? I mean, what do you mean by
bondage?
that?
Like capitalism. So, you name me a show that Kendrick did that doesn't talk about Drake on this tour that he's been on, where he doesn't play the song that disses Drake.
I mean, it's his biggest hit.
I'm saying, ain't that crazy? It's his biggest hit. What? You know how much great, positive music that man has made? That's the one that we chose? Think about that.
You say you have a purpose, so that your presence in this industry is not the same maybe as some others. And you talk about God, but
it ain't even just about God. I talk about love. Love is my biggest subject. Love is my major subject. That's what I talk about. I talk about love. I talk about love in different forms. Love of oneself, loving God, loving the people around you. And you can't love anything without loving yourself. You have to start here first. This is where we start. We start with us, and then we can love somebody else properly. So if I don't understand myself, or if I don't understand me, then how can I understand you? So if I understand me, then I can understand everything, because everything in the universe is made the same. Everything is made exactly the same. We're made of the dust of the earth. So all we're doing is eating the earth every day, right? So we're eating a steak, but the steak had to eat the grass, which comes from the dirt, which the grass has to eat the dirt to grow. All we're trying to do is really eat ourselves.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, I was about to start down a whole other tangent because of a couple things you said, but I'm going to have to wait for the next show because the clock.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm handing you the mic. We got a minute here. What do you want to leave folks with?
I mean, you know what? I'll leave us with this. There's only one way to do anything, and it's in a loving way. Everything you eat, everything you touch, everything you say, every time you take a picture, every time you get up every day and get out the bed, it's out of love. When you choose to eat at McDonald's, it's out of love. When you choose to do it, everything you do has love in it, has some kind of love in it, whether it's self-love or love of somebody else or doing so. Everything you do. And the moment you lose the ability to love your neighbor or love yourself, you have no purpose to live. So I pray for the last person on earth. I don't care if it's a king or a queen. I pray for the last person on earth because they don't have anything to live for, because they don't have the ability to love someone else, because there's no one else to love. And the only thing that we live for is to love each other. And that's the only thing we're supposed to be doing. I don't believe in bad days because I believe in love.
I Don't Believe in Bad Days also happens to be the name of the album. We pivoted back around to that. Jay French's album, I Don't Believe in Bad Days, is out now. You can get it wherever you stream, right?
Yeah, totally.
Or you can go take Miles' advice, go to Bandcamp or go to iTunes and buy it. Buy the whole album.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. And, of course, Jay French Forever. You can find the gear.
Totally.
Thank you for coming in. It's always fun to talk to you.
Definitely. It's always fun to be here. What you mean? Always.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure. You're a legend, too. Dominique's a legend. Do not let her humble herself too hard. Dominique DiPrima is a super legend. Super legend.
Living legend.
Super legend.
Speaking of legend, Tavis Smiley's up next. He's got a...
Tavis is a legend, too.
Yeah, the station is all about the legend. Tavis Smiley's up next. He's got a great show for you. Like my mama used to say, history is now, and we're making it together. Until tomorrow, one love.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. California's legal fight with the Trump administration is paying off.
They kept coming for the same funding to cut it off, to impound it. We've been ready to strike back at every turn.
Attorney General Rob Bonta says the state has won 17 of 19 cases.